What's up, everybody? Hey, thanks for joining us. Oh, I just got the... Did you guys hear that email? I just got the notification that the Everyday Dad is live.
Oh. It's always good to subscribe to yourself.
I know, right? Well, so here's the thing, right? So when you set up a live stream, you have the option to like send notification, and it's like, why would you give me the option to send the notification to myself? But I click it every time, and so I make sure that I get the notification to myself that my live stream is now live. So thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Pillars of Action. I wasn't gonna say that.
No.
I wasn't supposed to say that, but I got so.
To say something like the pillars of my second birthday.
Yeah, well, it's not my second birthday.
The pillars
I'm
of
not two.
Success.
The pillars of we've been doing this for 2 years.
The pillars of 700. Oh, okay.
Hooray!
That doesn't work.
So hold on. We'll we got to switch out the headgear.
Oh.
We got to switch out the headgear for this evening's live stream because
how
it
appropriate.
is.
You went red.
I did. I made sure to grab the.
I guess I'm going pink.
I made sure to grab the one that was the right color. So
Let's
thanks
go.
for joining us, everybody. This is so I see Bill Utah. I see 400 AGL, John Dirk, Dennis, Whoa Chris, 51 Drones, Robertson Boys, Floyd Motes, Aaron, Bill Utah, Anthony Gettig, Richie Himes. Yes. On Wednesday was 2 years of running the Everyday Dad, like 2 years. So this is our birthday live stream, which you may have been wondering, why was this crazy guy holding up a cake next to his camera to take a picture of?
Because
I did that.
he loves cake.
I did that.
No,
for
I
the
saw
thumbnail.
the thumbnail.
I do.
And I see the cake here. I'm sure you're gonna eat it. Did you bring a utensil?
Oh, we're all ready. We're all ready. I've got everything needed to eat some cake.
Yeah.
We will cut the cake here shortly. But yes,
we wish we could share with you guys.
we would give you some cake, but there's 70 of you, and I don't think this cake would go around for all that. But seriously, to everybody that has watched us for the last 2 years, what?
We need to say that we got an anniversary gift, you guys.
We did get. Well, it's not an anniversary.
Well, it said happy
It's a
anniversary, but it's
birthday.
like our second birthday of the channel.
It was.
But Mr. Jim
Hightower.
that was so sweet.
Thank you so much, Jim. And so if you saw my video today, which again I know you didn't because I did say thanks to Jim in that video.
No, I haven't seen it.
I know.
I was busy using the spatula he got so I can make brownies. See?
So
thank you.
It is. So after I said.
Because I don't eat cake.
After I said how much I enjoyed the beverages from the last live stream, the Everyday Wife went and bought me a whole 6-pack. And I don't drink ever, so the only time we're going to get this done is here on the live stream. So we again have the Troganator that we will be working through to get through today. But yes, super exciting 2 years. So yeah, January 16th of 2017, I released my very first video. Yeah. Which was the Me 4 Kids Buddies like first aid kit review, I guess, which was a very embarrassing video that we've seen here several times.
Yeah, no need to rehash it. It's not on the channel for probably a good reason.
It's been hidden. If you went to Spin Up, you definitely got to see a live like me interacting with the video as we were there, because it's so the point of this live stream today is, yeah, we're going to have a good time. I want to thank everybody, but I can't say thank you for an hour straight, or we would all get really bored. So what I want to do today is I really want to share like how I got to where I'm at. So if you consider last year, from the first year of the channel, we gained 10,000 subscribers. And in the second year of the channel, we've gained over 50,000 subscribers. So if you are somebody that's looking to start a YouTube channel, I'm not going to say I'm like super successful, but I apparently have been able to figure out some stuff on this YouTube thing. So the goal of today is to kind of like walk you along on the path and see how maybe you could do the same if you really wanted to. And if you have a question, you have anything like that, you can shoot them to @WonderWife. She's not like browsing Facebook right now. Are you browsing Facebook right now? No, she's not browsing Facebook.
I'm watching the chat.
She's monitoring the chat, and we'll talk for a little bit. I'll answer some questions, and then we'll get to the cake. And yeah, I just cannot even believe it. Like 2 years. Like, so when I first started YouTube, I did not think that we were ever going to get to... It's about to spill. Nope. Okay.
Did you set it down too hard?
No.
Did you forget about college?
No. A little. It was 14 years ago. It was 14 years ago. Well, it was
okay.
It was 13.
Let's not do math.
It was 13 years ago for you because it took you longer to graduate.
How many degrees do I have?
1.
2.
What are they?
2. I have an Associate of Art and a Bachelor of Science.
Okay, Associate of Art doesn't really count.
Okay.
Doesn't
But does
really
a Bachelor
count.
of Art count, really?
That totally counts. That totally counts.
All right, that's just a beat between us. That's not really what we feel about your degrees. If you have one, congratulations.
Education is important.
We just like to, crush each other's souls.
We just like to poke fun at each other because we've now been married for almost 10 years. That'll have to be a live stream thing.
10 years.
But anyway, so 2 years on YouTube. If you have any questions, if you have, so what we normally like to do at the beginning is I like to say thanks to all the patrons. So if you are a patron on the channel, seriously, thank you. Like, again, like with the thanks of the channel is awesome, but the people that really invest in the channel, thank you so much to each and every one of you. Like, it boggles my mind that people out there want to invest, want to like be part of the team here on the channel. And if you'd like to become one, there's links in the description below. We don't have any new. Normally we'll do like a shout out, like a new patron list for the week. We don't have any this week because it's been a busy week. But if you'd like to get shouted out in the patron thing, I'm just saying. Or I said you can shoot it to @WonderWife if you have any questions. If you want to, you can do super chat. And it's like, woo, what?
DDA, really?
What's
really?
up?
Making the Ohio State jokes?
Those are the best.
From Ohio?
Those are the best degrees.
Just saying.
Those
Still
are
paying
the
for
best.
that degree.
Oh, we all are. In our own way. So we'll just get, you know what? I'm sick of staring at it. You're
gonna crush the cake.
We're gonna cut into the cake.
We hope you celebrate with us at home with whatever snack or beverage you enjoy.
With whatever snack you guys have.
I clearly slaved away over this delicacy.
She did. She was like, "I want to make a keto cake," and I was like, "Ain't nobody eating that on the channel's 2 year."
This is made with no sugar. And
Ain't
no flour,
nobody eating that on the 2-year anniversary.
It's not one of your recipes, but I was watch your channel.
This is not chocolate cake, because there we go. Look at that. Hey, it's 2-year cake. I cannot believe I seriously, just saying it makes it sound crazy. Like, when we started, I had no expectations that I'd do it for
I
very long
didn't think it would
at all.
last past one video.
Like, the everyday wife.
Okay, but don't eat with food in your mouth. So now I get to talk. This is a pleasure, you guys. This doesn't happen very often. He never lets me just talk. So yeah, I didn't think it would make it to a second video. I just thought, okay, this is a midlife crisis thing. We're going to do this. We'll get through it. And here we are. But, because then it was, okay, well, I'll do the YouTube thing. Then it was, well, I'll do the motorcycle thing. And I'm like, no. But then now it's 2 years later and...
Man, I crushed that cake. So, if you guys don't know...
That's why I had to make my own.
If you guys don't know,
that's why I have to make.
I'm a fast eater.
But you also work out. Like you're the kind of person that is sitting here eating and he's sweating and burning the calories off.
I'm not.
It's not fair to the rest of us.
I can't work out right now.
It's not
for undisclosed reasons that we don't need to talk about.
Oh yeah, put your foot up. Put up on the table.
Put my foot in the cake.
Put your foot on the table.
I'm not putting. We don't need to talk about that at all. Like certain things happened. Certain things happen that just mean that I can't go running right now, and it's not a. It's not anything we need to talk about.
Oh gosh, Anthony, it is delicious.
I'm having another piece.
Of course you are. It was 2 bites and gone.
That way you can talk. You can have your chance to talk because I don't let you talk. Please talk. You can't just have dead air. You can talk.
Or I'm just like stumbling because you're like so jazzed up on sugar and alcohol right now.
It's gonna be sugar and alcohol, and I've got.
Go ahead and lick the knife. I dare you.
I've got some caffeine behind me. This is like all sorts of.
This is not usually your nature. Sugar's not usually your jive, but
what?
Happy birthday.
Who are you talking to?
What kind of sugar do you normally have?
Ice cream, popsicles, cake.
That's sugar free.
Look, a man's got to have a code in his life. And every man's got to have a code. And my code is I never say no to ice cream and or cake. A man's got to have, man's got to say things and I say yes. Oh, so good. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, what do you recommend for people wanting to start their channel 2 years in?
Start.
Just start it.
You just got to.
Okay.
Talk, I'm eating cake.
I was drinking. I asked you the question. 2 years in, despite what anybody tells you, just keep trucking. Somebody will watch.
Despite what maybe your significant other tells you.
Look.
You just gotta start. Like if it's something you have any inkling. So okay, so. We're setting it down. We're getting serious. We're getting serious face now.
Put it on down.
If this is something that has any interest to you at all, you don't need fancy gear. You don't need, you can be awkward on camera. You may not be a very good public speaker. Just start. Like the only thing I can say is the best piece of advice I could give you is just start. You can figure out the rest of the crap as you go. So there's a lot of channels out there that have been doing the same thing for like 8 or 9 years, and they're doing well, which is awesome. There's other channels out there that, skyrocket to popularity, which is also awesome. And then there are channels that just behind the scene, they just grind out stuff that they enjoy doing, and that's how they're able to grow. And some people are able to talk about the same thing forever. I didn't start out that way. I started out, like we just said, my very first video was, I made a 2-minute video about a first aid kit. That's about as far away from video gear, from online video gear as you can get. Then I started a series about 3D printers. Then I started a series about motorcycles. Then drones. Then gimbal. You can figure out what you really like. When you want to dial it in, you can figure that out later. Like the most important part is to just start. And do not buy camera gear when you're starting out. Like literally. So I know I'm probably the worst person to talk to about buying camera gear as you see all of this crap behind me.
What?
But if you're just starting out, you got to find out, do you even like doing this? Like this is one of the, I don't want to say weirdest, but this is one of the most unique things I've ever done in my life. I've done a lot of stuff in my life. But this is a weird one where a lot of people want to do it, but a lot of people, it's kind of like going to the gym, right? Where everybody wants to go to the gym. The first, January 1st, everybody's in there. January 2nd, everybody's given up already. So maybe you just don't even like doing this. So I would say start with your cell phone. Talk about whatever. Just you're like, hey, I like talking about gross brownies. Gross brownies.
Gross brownies.
I like talking about gross brownies. You can talk about it. The great thing about YouTube
rude.
The great thing about YouTube and the internet as a whole is there's like 1 billion people that watch YouTube a day. There's 1 billion people that watch YouTube a day. You can talk about anything you want to, and I guarantee you, I'm sorry, I'm fired
on the
up.
chair.
I guarantee you there is an audience out there for whatever you want to talk about. Just start. Like just start. Talk about something you want to talk about. Don't worry about what's popular. Don't worry about like, hey, this is what other people are doing to get big. I mean, try to get better each time you make a video. That's the most important part. But just get started. Talk about whatever you enjoy, because at some point, maybe you'll have a video that does really well. Maybe you'll have like a viral video. I've never had a viral video. Maybe you'll get one and then you'll try to chase that. And that's cool, trying to chase viral videos. And some channels, just by their nature, every time they release a video, it's viral. But there's going to be a lot of time where you're out there and it seems like nobody's watching. It seems like you're pouring your heart and soul into this and nothing's happening. So you just got to enjoy it. Like, number one, you have to enjoy what you do. Because if you don't, it is not going to work. What's up? What's the laugh? And do you have any questions?
No,
Do we have any more questions?
I am Wedge. I'm Wedge. I saw your dog is so cute on your channel. He says, I bet there's a channel that does nothing but smash chairs.
I bet you there is. So there's a channel out there that I saw. Technically speaking, $5. Happy B-Day. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Scott. Is it Scott or Greg? I assume it's Scott that controls the the handle.
Well, that would be just peachy.
Oh. I'm definitely not enjoying this cake anymore. It's so sugary.
Yeah, you're going to be in a coma with all that sugar.
When we end up crashing here in like 20 minutes, we're going to have to hand it over to the everyday wife.
Well, wouldn't that be a birthday blessing?
Happy birthday. What was I saying?
Let's see. I don't know.
You were going to say something. Do we have any other questions?
I was just laughing. Wunderlich Drum says, posting is weird. Friends and family seeing your Facebook post and commenting, strange feeling. Can I just say that we started this channel, and by we, I mean he did. We had talked about it, and I was like, I don't want anyone we know to know that you do this. I was a little hesitant to share because we just, I just felt like it's like
No, I totally get it. Hey, so
you know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel like people are seeing you, and you're not knowing that they're seeing you, so you don't know what they're thinking about you. Like, I struggled being on camera because I don't get any like immediate feedback. Like, I'm not seeing you right now, like, but you're seeing me, so I don't know how you're like thinking. Are you like, this girl's like droning on, or I really like this conversation, or I like to speak, or I have something to say? I don't like that. Where Gary loves it. He would rather talk to a camera than people. So we struggled with finding that, and I didn't want people to know. And probably, how many months were you in before we even like told people?
Well, so I agree. So when I first started out, I was super uncomfortable about people knowing. I kept it like a secret from everybody for about a good year and a half. It really took, I think about the time that we hit about 40, 50,000 subscribers was when I just started openly telling people about it. Because like it is kind of a weird thing where it's like people can just watch you like online. The Countryside Outdoorsman, $1.99. Congrats on 2 years. You're doing great so far. Well, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. But yeah, it took me a while because when you first start out and you're like, hey, I do a YouTube channel, and people are like, ah ha 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 ha, Mr. Neistat, you making a YouTube channel? Giggle giggle giggle. And then at some point, once you've been doing it for long enough and it starts to like gain traction, they stop being like dismissive and they start being like, yo man, how'd you do that? What, you make YouTube videos? Yeah, you're like growing? How'd you do that? Oh yeah, mister, you were laughing at me
I know,
like a year ago.
It's a weird
so
thing.
it is very weird. And like I said, even for me, I very recently just started being open about it. Even when we moved here, I still wasn't really telling anybody because it was just like a weird thing. So
it's not like something you're just like walking around. Like, I don't expect anyone to recognize me.
I'm
only in the live stream. I only just hop on here and be goofy, whatever. But I'm not consistently in the content, which is perfect for me. Because an hour and then I get to like interact. Like, if I had to make a video and then worry about what people thought about it, and then see like people writing mean things, like, I don't like that.
And that's something else that you gotta.
I don't like that.
You gotta steel yourself. Like, you gotta steel your.
Yes.
I will say something that YouTube has benefited me on is. I'm used to negativity now.
That's not right.
That might be a terrible thing to say.
I know what you gotta get a thick skin for this.
You gotta have a very I'm in a. What I do for a living, you gotta have a really thick skin for anyway. But nothing prepares you. When you like release a video and you're like, man, like, so you want it. So for me, and maybe you're making a video to entertain somebody, you're just making like a cool film, and you're not talking about cameras or anything like that. When I release a video, I'm trying to be like, okay, what does like the average person want to know about this camera if they're considering like doing online content, or they just want a family video camera? And so I'm like, okay, I'm talking about this, I'm releasing this, this is awesome. This is what I think. Maybe this could help somebody. And then people are like, hey, thanks so much for the help. And then you get people, what?
Did you miss that?
No, I said that.
Okay.
And then you get people that are just super negative, like, oh, you're a paid shill. Oh, you're just trying to get a sponsorship from these guys. Oh, you need to disclose if you didn't pay for this. And you do have to make sure that you are ethically sound in what you're doing. And I make sure that I'm ethically sound in what we do here, but it's just like, you gotta be, I can't even, there's no way to prepare for that. I'm still like coming to terms with the negativity. Like, some days I just get so exhausted. Now I get so many comments, I can't respond to them all because I'm not spending that much time doing it. Which is unfortunate because I really enjoyed when we were about this time last year when we had about, 10,000 subscribers, and I was able to comment, everybody left a comment and I was able to respond to all of them. But I had to turn off the notifications on my phone for YouTube anymore because it's just like comment. And some of them are just negative. And it's like, I just can't. Sometimes I get exhausted. Like, I do read every comment. But sometimes I just get exhausted reading all the negativity. And there's only so many times you can write.
There's only so many minutes in a day, and you're giving so much of yourself
and
to it.
There's only so many times you can write like the same thing of, hey, maybe you should actually watch the video before you say like, I'm a garbage human being, because what you said, I say that in the video. So watch the video. But that's something I cannot prepare you for because I'm still working through that, which really, really sucks. Snarfunder Foodle. That is okay. You got to
Snarfundy Foodly.
You got to simplify your name.
No, it's awesome. Snarfunder Foodly, or Foodle. Snarfunder Foodle. I like saying it.
Snarfundle Foodle.
Yeah.
I need some advice here. I need to know whether to buy a Lumix G6 for $150, which is the younger brother of the G7. I've never used the G6, but I really like the G7. It's a fantastic. We're currently using a GH5 right now because I really just like Panasonic. Panasonic cameras are great. My two favorite camera companies right now, at least, are Nikon and Panasonic. And yeah, I mean, I've never used a G6, so I can't give you any advice on that. But I can definitely say the G7 is a good investment. You just got to get over that the autofocus is terrible. Like, we are currently not using autofocus right now because Panasonic's autofocus is terrible. It is terrible. Whoa, Chris, if I can handle people yelling at me over the phone bill, I can handle YouTube comment haters. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's not that like any one specific comment is bad. I mean, some comments are pretty terrible, but it's like it's the cumulative effect, right? It's just the negative. It's just like the piling onto it that really gets me. So I feel guilty on like the one hand where I'm like, man, these people watch the video, they're leaving a comment, I owe it to them to comment back, and sometimes I can't. And what sucks is that there are people that are like enthusiastic about the content and they want to be in on it, and I'll miss their comments because I'm like, oh look, there's 10 negative comments in a row. I'm just not dealing with that today, which really kind of stinks. Really kind of stinks. What's any other questions before I have another slice of cake?
Let's see. What do you recommend for editing?
Editing, I just whatever you're comfortable with. There's no really best video editing program. I use Final Cut Pro X just because I am apparently an Apple fanboy. iPad, Apple Watch, iPhone, Mac, you know. I'm kind of an Apple fanboy, so I use Final Cut Pro X, but
Apple fanboy.
But whatever you can use will work perfectly fine. There's a free one called Resolve where if I could just like in the Matrix where you sit down in the Matrix and then you plug into the machine and you learn one skill. If I could like learn one editing program, it would be Resolve, DaVinci Resolve. You can get a free copy of that.
How?
You just go to their website and Google DaVinci Resolve, and they have a free copy of it. It's not like their full, like, it doesn't have all the full features, but if you go download it, you can get it for free, and it is professional, like, color grading and editing software. If I could learn how to use one, it would be that one, because, I mean, they make, like, legitimate movies in that. Daniel Baldry, hey from Australia, guys. Loving the channel. It's going worldwide. I don't understand haters. Don't give life to negativity. You guys are positive, humble, and fun. Congrats. Well, thanks so much, Daniel. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, we try. You know, I know that it's YouTube, it's the internet, and there's just going to be jerks out there in all corners and
just like in real life, but
you just got to learn it.
You don't get to see them. That's weird. I don't know.
You just got to learn it.
All right, let's see. Do you ever bulk record? You did that for CES.
Bulk record. Well, so
like do a bunch of videos.
All right, I got to take this off. This is hurting my neck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not as festive as I can be.
Well, I don't want to look like I have a dunce cap on.
Well, I mean, if the hat fits.
Okay, no more cake or beer for you.
Well, it's my hat stand now. Hold on.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
If you guys are hearing weird noises.
I think that's probably not a great idea.
Can you guys see it? There we go.
Is that like our disco ball?
Yeah, it's the hat disco ball. There you guys go. It's hanging off the microphone now. Do I bulk record? So the way that I do.
I don't know how to explain that.
My workflow is tomorrow, Sunday. I'll do all of the B-roll for the week. So the 3 main videos for next week, I'll do all of the B-roll for, and I'll script and do the narrative. Well, I'll do all of Monday's video tomorrow, but I'll also shoot the B-roll for Wednesday's and Friday's video. And then I'll try to script all 3 videos if I can. Sometimes Sundays I get really tired and lazy, and something else you'll have to deal with when you are making YouTube videos, or you do, I guess, any creative process, but mine is YouTube. You just get so sick of making the videos someday. Like, I will sit down, I'll have all the footage, and I'll sit down at this computer right here, and I'll be like, you know what, the last thing on this stupid planet I want to do is edit this video. And so I'll give myself okay, it's 8:25 right now. We'll edit till 9. just edit till 9 and then you'll be good. And then by the time it's 9, I'll have like a quarter of the video done. I'll be like, okay, well, so the way I edit the videos, right, is I shoot the B-roll, I shoot the narrative talking head part. I use the narrative talking head part as like the anchor. I guess I consider it the anchor, like the main line. So I put that down, and then I do what I call my rough cut, where I just cut out all the blanks that I can see. I just do like a quick, like 10-minute, like cut, where I cut everything out. It condenses down to like a smaller size, and then I go through what I call my fine cut, where I go through the main line, and I really like, I cut it. It's basically like I'm prepping the audio, because that is exactly, when I'm done with the fine cut, that is exactly how the video is going to sound, at least for the talking part. And then after that cut, then I go through and I do the B-roll, and then I lay the B-roll, and then after the B-roll, I do the music. And so I don't know why I started going off that. But I do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, so I'll be like, okay, we'll get the rough cut done, and then we'll just be done for tonight. We'll get the rough cut done, and then we'll just be done. And then by the time I'm done with the rough cut, I'm like, well, you know, I'd save myself so much time if I got the fine cut done too. And then by the time you got done with the fine cut, you might as well just throw the B-roll on top of it. So I try to like mess with my head. I try to trick myself into getting editing done sometimes, because I just get worn out sometimes.
Flip Daddy wants to know, how does your image look so clean in studio?
Like right now, or just in
like
general?
Right now.
Oh, right now it's just, I think it's probably a little overexposed on my face, but we only have the one light, and I've got to light her and me, but it's just you gotta play around with your camera settings and figure out what you like. I do everything in camera. I don't do any post processing. The closest I'll come to post processing is I will sometimes raise or lower my exposure if I'm under or overexposed. I don't ever shoot in 10-bit or 422 or RAW, so there's only so much that I can do for that, but it's just figuring out what look you like, how to dial it in, and then it's just making. I've made 400 videos now. I've got my workflow pretty efficient. So that's, again, like, get started, start making videos, and you'll be able to figure that stuff out. It helps when you have, like, so I use the Godox SL 60 watt. That's my light. It's a pretty awesome light. You don't need to buy something expensive like this. You can use just natural light. Like if you use a window, sit next to a window, you'll be fine. But lighting's the most important part for getting good looking images out of your camera. The Nikon is right over there, so it also helps if you use a full frame mirrorless camera to do indoor stuff. It makes the lighting like super simple, because full frame mirrorless cameras basically see in the darn dark. We're on a GH5 right now, which is not a full frame camera, but it's definitely William Kelly, do I plan out my videos ahead of time? Yes. So I have like a rough draft of like what I want to talk about for the next quarter, and then I just break it out. So I have a structure to my videos, so it's pretty easy for me to like make my content, right? So the videos coming out this week are about the Zcam E2, which is a cinema camera that you can get for about the same price as a fully kitted out GH5, but it does 4K 120 frames per second. Like, this is a cheap Chinese cinema camera that does things that expensive Japanese cinema cameras can't do. So we're gonna make videos about this week, because I'm pretty excited about it. But I know I'm talking about that, so I'll probably make an initial impressions video where I mess around with it. It's they're the first videos I release on something. I'll probably compare it to the Nikon Z6 as a full frame mirrorless of the same price. Should you get the full frame video camera over like the actual cinema camera? And then maybe I haven't decided yet on. Sometimes I'll throw like a wild card out there. I was on Amazon today and I saw a really good deal on the Yi light, which is right. My Yi light's right up there, and I've been talking about it for almost 2 years now on the channel, and I figured it's almost about time to revisit it and be like, okay, hey, is this still worth getting? Because I saw it for like $50, and that's a pretty good price for the Yi light.
That's cheap compared to some of the stuff you bought.
That's true. So we might do that. I don't know yet, but so I keep a pretty structured, like, here, will you hand me that camera right by your right hand?
This?
The camera.
This one?
Yep. The only camera by your right hand. So the next week will be the GH4. Is it still worth getting in 2019? Because this is still a 4K 30 capable camera. You can get these for darn cheap now. Like, you can get this for almost the same price as a G85, and this has got like pro level video features in it. So we're gonna do a video about this next week. And so because I know that, I like showing the initial impressions video, then I like comparing it to other popular kinds of cameras, because that's what I always look for when I'm looking for camera videos, is I'm looking for how does it stack up to the competition. And so that's my workflow.
Lisa said our table was getting messy.
It is definitely messy. This table's new. This is like the 2-year birthday present for the channel. This table, and then
we went to Costco.
We went to Costco, and we went to Guitar Center.
I didn't even know those were still around. My brother used to go there all through high school.
To get this. This is a Rode PSA-1 articulating arm.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to go on the table.
Well, it does go on the table, but I didn't want it like in the shot. So what I'm doing now for my overhead shots is I just put the RX100 Mark V on this thing, and then it just stays. And it's amazing. Like, it's so simple and so easy. Which is great. That's my 1-year birthday present to myself for the channel. Because it just makes it so easy. So my big thing, and something that I suggest you do if you're a new content creator, you want to be a content creator, is look how you can be efficient. Don't look for technical image quality in your cameras. Look for audio. Audio is super important. One of the reasons we're on the GH5 right now is it's got an XLR adapter that you can put right on top of it. And so we're using an XLR microphone instead of the 3.5mm jack. And what we checked earlier was, the audio was on point. Nobody gives a crap how your videos look, but everybody cares how it sounds. So that's why we're using the GH5 right now.
Smart Guitardo, wouldn't that be funny?
What's that?
Instead, I thought you guys were starting a band.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be something?
We used to have a band in Rock Band that we called...
Yeah, we were really good at Rock Band.
Well, okay, you were pretty good in Rock Band.
Okay, but you guys can probably guess what instruments or...
Yeah, okay, okay, so what instruments did we play in Rock Band?
And who did what? Okay, so remember Rock Band, there's the options are... Guitar. Singing.
Drums.
And
that's it.
I guess there's a bass.
I guess there's a bass, but we didn't have the bass.
So guitar, drums, or singing. Who did what? Give us your best guess.
But yeah, so it's, what was it? Yeah, audio. Definitely got to get the audio.
Hey, Kenneth.
Definitely got to get the audio. Chase Nippa, what would you recommend for a good and cheap monitor for a Nikon D3500? Probably, if you're looking for a monitor, the cheapest one that I would go is... Hold on.
Where are you going?
Right here.
Okay. I'm reading what people are saying. William Kelly says triangle.
So this is the Andesine A6. You can get this for about $100, I think. And this was my monitor for the longest time using Sony cameras, and this one's pretty good. I'm a big fan of this one because it does things like focus peaking, false color. It comes with a little arm that lets you like flip it around. So if you're like behind the camera for 1 second, then you go in front of the camera, you can flip it around. It's got all these customizable buttons. Oh, really like the Andesine A6.
All right.
Plus, it's super light.
We got a couple people here.
Okay.
They're pretty clever.
Who guessed that I was the singer? Because that's the right one.
Nobody.
Nobody said?
Nobody, for good reason.
Disappointing.
Oh,
disappointing. I'm
honey,
disappointed
what you
in
lack
all of you.
in tone, you make up for in enthusiasm.
I'm disappointed in all of you. Daniel Baldry, hey Gary, do you stick to script or do you improvise on the fly as well? I like how natural you are on camera. Well, yeah, so I have a script, I have a teleprompter, and I read off the script, but I'm not married to the script. I use the script to keep myself on track so I don't ramble, because as you guys have seen on these live streams, I have a tendency to ramble, but sometimes my best lines come when as I'm reading the script, I'm like, oh, I should say this way, or I should say this that way. The script's important, but the way that I do it is I don't it keeps me on track because I have a terrible short-term memory. The way I used to do it when way back at the beginning of the channel I would have a script that I would read, or I'd have bullet points, and then I'd miss stuff because I'd be like, okay, I want to talk about this.
But then you're clearly looking off screen.
No, and then I would forget, and then I'd look. Oh, I forgot again. Oh, I forgot again. So the easiest way for me to fix that is I use my teleprompter, and that teleprompter has saved me hours efficiency. If you're cranking out videos, you got to find ways to make it as efficient as possible, and that's one of the ways. That's why one of the things that I like most. Oh shoot!
What? What? What's wrong?
That's not good.
What does it say?
Battery low.
Battery low.
And we're streaming through that right now.
How are you gonna? What are you gonna do? You gotta do something.
Okay, don't panic. Nobody's panicking. Nobody's panicking. You guys aren't panicking, right? Nobody should be panicking. Shoot. How are we gonna do this?
I don't know. So we're having some technical issues.
Well, we're not having technical issues
They're
yet.
en route.
We just have technical issues that we can see are about to happen.
Yeah. Does it have like a timer?
It doesn't. It's just now blinking red.
Oh, it's just I love surprises.
Nobody panic. We're all okay. Nobody calm down. It's gonna be okay, everybody. I've got a battery, dream, and a positive mental attitude. We'll get through this.
What more do you need?
You gotta believe.
Oh.
Stop panicking.
Oh. Okay. Well, Tinkerbell says, if you believe in fairies.
Okay. See, here's the problem we're gonna have is the thing that's about to die is the Atomos Ninja V.
What is that?
It's our monitor, but it's also the thing that is streaming. We're streaming with right now. So we've got the audio, the video, everything.
Battery's okay.
The camera battery's fine. Okay. It's the monitor that's about to die. Normally, you'd be like, whoa, who cares about that? Well, it's what we're streaming through right now. So. We're going on a rescue mission. You will probably lose us for a minute. Talk for a second.
Okay. Oh, talk for a second. Okay. You guys were right. In Rock Band, I would sing, and Gary would be the drummer.
And the guitarist.
And the guitarist also. Like, if you can't sing, then you can't be the singer. We can't advance.
Okay, you gotta stop.
Oh.
Just say, hey everybody. Hold on.
What?
We'll be back in a second.
We're back?
Hey, Dad saved everything. I'm the hero.
Yay.
Hooray for Gary.
We're back. You're still here. Thank you.
Welcome to our live streams.
Oh, man. People are saying don't cut the wrong wire.
I cut the blue wire.
What movie is that from?
It's from like every bad action movie.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Oh, hooray. It's the birthday stream, and we saved it.
Yay.
Saved it. No big deal. Do we still have audio? Yes, we still have audio.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. People are commenting. Is it plugged in? Is it turned on?
It is now.
Great job. Great job.
See, you guys, so if you have not been following the channel for very long, you probably have never seen one of our early live streams where, like, everything would go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everything. The audio would just stop. Sometimes the audio wouldn't even start. Sometimes...
Or we would be transferring shots back and forth because we didn't sit next to one another. That was a technical difficulty that happened where we had to sit next to one another. And Christina Maxwell said, you know, I really kind of like that better. So we stuck with it. So thanks, Christina. That was some good feedback.
And if you decide to start live streaming, when you first start, everything will go wrong. Everything will go wrong. It used to be just such like...
It would be a nightmare.
It used to be a nightmare.
We would inevitably fight before the live stream.
Every week. Because I'm like, hey, can you be up here at like 7:45 so I can get everything set up and good to go? And she's like, yeah, I'll be up there 7:45, no problem. 7:50 rolls around. I'm like, hey, are you coming? Leave me alone. You said I could be up. I'm like, but we got to get everything set up because it's got to go. I got to hit the live in like 5 minutes.
Oh, man.
But yeah. Oh, am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, Kenneth.
It has been a...
Kenneth
Duke, $10, the Diet Coke, Cherry Zero Fun Late Fee, and Miss Snows. Watched afterwards. Well, thanks so much, Kenneth. We really appreciate it. I'm not drinking Diet whatever.
You don't even know.
It's over there.
Oh,
I'm coming down from the cake.
Oh, they said something's wrong with the audio. They can't hear you.
What's happened to the audio?
What's going on?
The audio is messed up. Hold on. Audio.
Hey.
What's happened to the audio?
Babe, he can hear you.
Oh.
He can hear you.
Oh. You got me. Well played,
right?
sir.
No more wet willies, so it had to be a little prank.
She used to give me wet willies, and that
if you missed that, people would be like, "Hey," and I'm like,
I think Ken Heron started that, where he was like,
it Ken or?
Ken Heron was like, "Here's $20 if you give him a wet willy."
Yeah, or he was awful. Like one of the first live streams I was on, he's like, $20 to put it on the everyday wife for 20 minutes. I was like, I will kill you. I do not want that.
Cheese and Candy, how many videos a week did you post when you first started? I'm having a tough time keeping up with a full-time job. I think I started off with 1 video a week. Then I went to 2 videos a week. Then I vlogged every day for 46 days straight, and it was a nightmare, and I would never recommend daily content unless you have a team behind you or you do it full-time. But yeah, it's...
No.
So again, like I mentioned earlier, it's really about efficiency of workflow. For me, I release 4 videos a week and the live stream, and that is my max effort. But I have ways to do it. My process is pretty efficient. Can I get better? I do try to get a little bit better each time still. So we're slowly working on it. There are some things I wish I could do that I just don't have time for. My philosophy on life in general is perfect is the enemy of good, and nothing in this world perfection doesn't exist. So things should just be good enough, and just get after it. If you want to do like 2 videos a week, if whatever you want to do, I would say decide on how many videos you want to do a week, and then figure out the plan of how to get you there. So we did the daily, then we cut it back to 3 videos a week, which seemed super easy after doing daily content. And then we moved and we did 2 videos a week. Then we went back to 3, and now I'm up to 4 just because I feel confident in my process. I am Wedge, $25. I'll take that wrench away from you so fast, sir.
No, your dog is so cute.
So fast. But yeah, it's all about...
But you made me laugh. I am Wedge. Thank you.
It's all about...
Come here, honey.
It's just all about, how much time... you got to figure out your efficiencies, right? So I may not make the best content on YouTube, but I make content that I enjoy making, and something that I can repeatably do on a pretty fast timeline. And that's what I would recommend. It does, the number of videos doesn't matter, but yeah.
Just the consistency of it.
Help at home. I don't know how you find the time for 4 vids a week. Hats off. Yeah, so I do again. So Sunday is my big...
Probably because he has a good spouse.
Sunday is my big YouTube day, where I will spend Sunday recording as much as possible. I'll do all the B-roll. So the Z-Cam came in, right? So the Z-Cam came in.
Everybody's been asking about it. What is it?
Oh, it's a cinema camera. It's a Micro Four Thirds. Hand me that lens.
This?
Please. It's a Micro Four Thirds cinema camera that does 4K, 120 frames per second, shoots ProRes, shoots all sorts of crazy stuff.
Did you buy that?
No. Okay. It cost $1,900, and B&H sent it to me. So, for example, this came in earlier in the week. I've been playing around with it. I've been shooting some videos with it, so I kind of have an impression of it. I'll take it out and record all day tomorrow.
You have to have it on a tripod? It's heavy.
Yeah. It doesn't have any stabilization built into it.
Is there a viewfinder?
Nope.
How do you know what you're recording?
I'm going to hook up that monitor to it.
Oh. But how would you know otherwise?
You wouldn't. It's not user friendly.
Right, because I'm like, there's
it
nowhere
is
to
designed
put my
to be
eye.
so cinema cameras come in this way. It's called brains. So that you only get the brain. It doesn't even come with the battery. I happen to have the battery.
Oh, it's significant.
It's not.
What do you put here?
That's the monitor. Where the monitor's gonna go.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Where's the
that didn't
audio?
come with it. The audio. There's a mini XLR port right here.
Oh.
But I'm gonna run the audio through the Atomos.
This could hurt a person. This could knock a tooth out.
But anyway, so that came in this week. I've been playing around with it. I've been shooting some video. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I shot some video of the Everyday Wife while she was doing some stuff downstairs.
Oh yeah, I didn't know he was doing that.
I said,
if you saw
hey, this is what I'm doing.
The Twitter, I was like, oh, okay.
But so I've been playing with that all week. I will then make an initial impression. So the way that I make videos, I don't consider what I do reviewing. I consider myself in progress checks, because I think reviews are way more in depth. Okay, this battery is this size and it records for this specific amount of hours. This button, when you turn it 3/4 degree this way, counts as this thing. The record. It has these features. I don't do that. I am okay, I played with this thing. Here's my impressions on it from like my perspective as like a regular person. What would another regular person want to know if, you know, another YouTuber that's just getting started, do they want the GH4? Like, what would they use the GH4 for? Does it do like the 4 things that I think a camera should do? And so that's what I'll then build my videos around that. And then it's just pretty, you know, I have my workflow. I'm pretty efficient at it. So it's just like the more you do it, the better you'll get.
If nothing else, you are systematic.
Yeah, and that's how you gotta be.
From start to finish. It can be frustrating for a person like me who just kind of just goes with the flow. But if that's your work flow and it gets it done and you have a time start to finish and you do it, that's fine with me.
So Sunday's the big day. Monday, it's really Sunday and Friday are like the 2 big YouTube days. Because Sunday I do all the B-roll and then I do Monday's video. And then every other day of the week I do 2 hours of YouTube a day. I put the everyday kid to bed around, what, like 7 p.m.? And then after he goes to bed, I come up, you know, on Monday, the video comes out at 6 p.m. The video comes out, I'll start, like, I'll start, you know, responding to comments for the first hour. And then I will sit down and I'll do, like, the narrative of Wednesday's video, do the rough cut, sometimes the fine cut if I'm feeling froggy. And if I'm really motivated, I'll do everything and I'll get the video done Monday. And then just consider that for Wednesday, or consider that for, that's Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday, the video comes out, and I do reviewing the cheapest, like the studio part, Friday night. Then I wake up early Saturday, and then I do like the outside part of reviewing the cheapest outside. And reviewing the cheapest is my favorite video to make. Like
I think your subscribers would agree.
It is my favorite video to make every week because it is just so much.
Oh my
fun.
word!
Like what?
Whoa, Chris!
Whoa, Chris! $100. Here's to next 2 years. Thanks for being one of the most genuine creators on YouTube these days and one of the best channels. Period. Congratulations!
Wow!
Whoa,
Thank you.
Chris! Thank you so much. I was trying to do like a joke about like, whoa, Chris. Whoa, like from The Matrix.
Yeah, no, I know Keanu. I know.
I just saw a movie with Keanu Reeves like the other day. I saw John Wick 2, which was pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty
All
good.
Right.
But yeah, so a lot of. It's really, and I can't, and that's the one thing that you don't see a lot of like how to do stuff on the channel because everybody does their videos a little bit differently. Nobody does their videos the same. It's really about the individual. So here's a fact that not a lot of people know. I don't think anybody knows this.
What's going to happen?
Actually.
Do I know it?
What's up?
What are you about to say? Do I know what you're about to say?
You should.
What is it?
So when you start getting like, I guess when you start having like a huge uptick, like a huge sustained uptick in your channel, YouTube reaches out to you and they're like, hey, here's a channel manager and here's somebody's name and email address and they're gonna help you with your YouTube channel. So I got to talk to a partner manager, somebody,
okay.
like somebody from YouTube called me. We had a conference call. It was last week, and they were like, hey, we love what you're doing, blah 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 blah. But so if you imagine like. So creating the videos is from an individual perspective. So like I have my way of doing it. Whoa, Chris, help at home, whoever, like everybody else has their own way of making their videos. And the only thing I can say is make more of them to get more efficient in what makes you comfortable. But the same way, it's kind of like the opposite for releasing the videos, that YouTube is so individual. And I don't mean creator, I mean the watcher. Everything that YouTube does revolves around the watcher. So it's the watcher that is where the suggestion is coming from. It's not like, hey, I made this video, then I make a similar video, and YouTube should suggest them. It's this individual watches this kind of video, so they should like this other kind of video. And it's a weird thing that I definitely don't understand. I wouldn't get too. Here's another thing, and I am the worst person to say this because this is a do what I say, not what I preach, because I'm totally hypocritical when I say this, but don't dig into your analytics too much. You can get lost in there, and I get lost in my analytics all the time, and they just like, your analytics can be like the greatest like sense of joy and the greatest like soul-crushing experience, depending on the day. Like, you could be having a day like this, and you're like, oh, it's so awesome, and then you have a day like this, and it's like, oh, my pride. So you just gotta, don't get into your analytics too much. Just make videos that you enjoy making, because there will be some dark days on YouTube. Like, there will be dark times where you'll make content, you'll pour, and I think I said this last week, you will pour your soul into a video and nobody will watch it. And that shit hurts. I cursed. That's my one curse for the year for my birthday. Or for the channel's birthday. Like, that hurts when you do all of this stuff, all of this work, and then nobody watches. So you just gotta make videos you enjoy, because that is what will get you through those dark times. Like, I've said this before, we almost quit YouTube like a few times, like 2 times in the past, where it was just like, the channel's not working, it's not working out, you just can't, I'm just not gonna, why am I pouring all of my energy into this and it not work? So it just doesn't work.
Let's see.
What's up?
Let's see. Vlad, yes. I'm his wife. Yeah, married him. Stuck with him.
Yep. That is me.
And then Young Professional says she watches her analytics too. She's obsessed.
Yeah, it's so dangerous. Like, it's so easy to, and I've considered uninstalling the YouTube Studio app from my phone.
Yeah.
The problem is that, though, that's how I get the comments. If I could get like, and maybe I'll recommend this to YouTube, is have a separate app for like your comments and your analytics, because I would delete the analytics app to keep the comments app, because I do want to respond to comments, but I'll respond to a comment and then I'll be like, well, let's just see how the channel is doing for this hour, and it just hurts sometimes. We've been fortunate enough for the last, like, since October, we've been doing really well. Like, last month was a 1 million view month. I don't think we're gonna hit 1 million views this month, but we'll be really close.
Take that thing.
No, that's the party hat. It's hanging on the microphone.
Oh gosh. Okay, Chaser Rep has asked you several times.
What's up?
What light do you use for the blue color in your background?
I use this thing. This is the Luxley Viola. This is actually my favorite light of all time.
It is?
It's expensive.
I thought you liked this big thing.
Well, different kinds of lights.
Okay.
So this is expensive. Like, this is just a tiny little 5-inch light, and I think it costs like $200. But it does RGB. It does, so it will do every color, and it will do every color. It will do daylight. I love this is my favorite light of all time. But it's darn expensive. But this is great. This is how I do all the. If you see colored lighting in my video, it comes from this. The reason I do this, Luxley has bigger versions, but this has a diffuser that you can buy with it. This is like 10 or 15 bucks. If you get this, I would highly recommend this, because you don't want your lighting to be harsh. You want it to be as diffuse as possible. And so, yeah, I love this light. I wish it was way cheaper. Help at home. What do I think about YouTube removing the auto Twitter posting at the end of January? I'm happy about that.
You are?
Like, I've had that thing turned off for like a year.
Yeah.
But they keep sending it out. Like, so
anytime you do something on YouTube, it alerts your Twitter followers that you've done
like when you post a video or something, they'll tweet it out. Like, it'll auto tweet out. But I've had that turned off for a year, and the tweets still go out. Like, that drives me nuts. Like, there's no way for me to, like,
do you feel like you get a lot of Twitter traffic?
I'll shoot out a tweet myself, but
you don't want YouTube to do it on your behalf.
Yeah, because their tweets are terrible. Like, they have bad tweets. That's the reason I don't do it. So I send out a tweet, and I don't even send out the tweet hoping that, like, it will drive traffic, because it doesn't drive traffic. The reason I tweet my videos and my thumbnails is just to, like, start a conversation with somebody that was like, hey, I liked that video, or hey, you know, maybe you could check this thing out. Because sometimes, again, I don't have time for all my comments. And I'm on Twitter more than I'm in my YouTube comments. So I post those links. I post the things in Twitter. I tweet that out more to develop like a Twitter conversation as opposed to like drive traffic. Because it does, maybe when you get like tens of thousands of followers on Twitter, it drives traffic to your YouTube channel, but it does not do it. Like, even for me, I have 1,400 followers on Twitter now, and it doesn't drive traffic at all.
I usually watch your Twitter to know what you are doing.
You do?
Uh-huh, yeah. I'm like, what is he doing? Where is he at? Oh, he's at the store. He's doing this. Whatever.
Chase Nippa, how did I get B&H to send me stuff to review? So that, I applied for the B&H affiliate program, which I guess anybody can do. But since B&H is so small, they manually review everybody's before they let you into the program. So I applied. One of their social media, their influencer people, like, reached out to me, was like, hey, I love what you do. Let's talk. I talked to him for about 6 months. I went out for a trip to to New York City to kind of talk to them, like hang out in their store. Which, if you have not been to the B&H store, it's one of the coolest places.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's one of the coolest places I have ever been. It's amazing. And so I worked out with them. I work with them because even before like we started having a working relationship together, I love, like, they are the best. Like, I will buy stuff from B&H that's not camera related if I can, because it's not only that, you know, I work with them, but they've got the friendliest staff. They've got like the most knowledgeable staff. Their return policy is ridiculously good. I really like B&H, and I'm definitely a big fan. But I would say if you're looking to work with brands, whether it be B&H or any brand, like, just, you're not going to get it starting out. Like, even now, I've reached out to some brands because there's like some things that I want to do, but you got to be a good ambassador. So this might be slightly controversial. You gotta be honest. So there's two things, right, that will grow. Like, if you want to be like a camera, if you want to be like the next everyday dad and you want to grow a camera review channel.
Okay.
There's two things. What was that? Buddy? Hey.
Our little person is supposed to be sleeping. You can't come over here.
You can't come over here, buddy.
You can't come over here.
I'm sorry. Who did that?
He's looking for cake, you guys.
Oh. Buddy, you can have some cake tomorrow, okay? Buddy, we'll have some tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, you can have it for breakfast. Breakfast cake. Yes. Okay.
Okay, go sit down on that bed. Go lay down in the bed upstairs.
Can I bring something down?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. Go on.
So that's how you negotiate as a parent. That's master skills right there.
Yeah.
So.
So.
Scared us.
I have to say something.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, but stay over there, okay?
What were you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say I wanted to give you both a hug and a kiss.
Well, you can in just a minute.
Give us
We're
a hug and a
almost done,
kiss
okay?
right now, but in a minute, okay? You love him.
I do too. But yeah, so okay.
Like, I was like, he snuck up here.
Controversial statement. I was gonna say a controversial statement. So.
Oh! Back to the show.
Back to the show. So. There's two things you need if you want to be like the next everyday dad. You want to review video gear on YouTube, right? You need to have honesty, and you need to have, like, you need to be genuine, because you can't buy those two. Like, you can't buy those two qualities. And a lot of people, some people will sell out their honesty, you know, to do things. Yep, you can sit down right there, buddy.
Okay.
So some people will sell out their honesty, but you can't. Like, the second you do that, once you lose your integrity, you're done as a reviewer. But you also got to be like, you got to be on the pod. You can't, if something's bad, you got to say it's bad. Like, original Dobo $9.99 cake fun for the everyday kid. I'm sure he will really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So you
Don't trust him.
you need to be honest.
Boom.
And you need to call out things that are bad. Okay, hey buddy, you gotta turn that down. Hey, you gotta turn that down. You gotta say when things are bad, but you can't just be negative all the time. I get it. Negativity drives clicks. It absolutely does. Being like that edgy guy that's like, the notch is awful, or the camera's terrible, or, you know, before you've actually even held it. Like, if I mess with this thing and I'm like, okay, it's not that good for these reasons, there's this problem with this thing, okay, my conscience will be served if I can mess around with it enough to say, okay, it's for these people, it's not for these people, for these reasons. But negativity drives, like, will grow your audience. Negativity will get you views, but it will turn off those people that you might want to work with. If you're negative all the time, nobody will want to work with you, because who wants to then send their stuff to, like, the negative guy? So you got to be honest. You got to be genuine. I would just... What's up, buddy? Cheese and candy, CA $5, cake for breakfast. Well, hey, thanks so much.
Aw,
what's up? What do you want to say, buddy?
That's going to be our new hashtag. No, but you can't come over here.
You can't come over here.
You can't come over here, honey.
They can hear you.
I was just going to say, we have the Nintendo Switch, and when you push the plus, you get more people, but if the plus is stuck, you can't play anymore. that means you can't put any more than one.
What game are you playing over there, buddy?
Super Smash Brothers.
You playing Super? Who are you playing as?
Not yet.
Who are you gonna play as?
I'm making some other guys.
But who are you gonna be? Okay, he's now all
So
in.
we have
I
Smash.
love Luigi.
He loves Luigi.
He loves Luigi. What are you gonna say about that, you guys?
And I love Cloud.
And he loves Cloud.
And
Cloud's my
Cloud.
favorite character.
Cloud, yeah. You guys and your Smash Brothers.
Oh, I'm gonna buy a few presents.
Is there anything better than getting to relive your childhood again through your children? Like
I
don't
know, right?
like Mario
Hey,
is
you
one
gotta
thing,
turn it
but
down,
like
buddy.
watching him play it and beat it, you're like, well, isn't that cool? Like,
Hey.
I don't know.
Whoa, Chris, why you shouldn't buy the Canon M50? Then at the end of the video, they're like, so now I think I'll buy the Canon M50. Yeah, I mean, Lisa E, $2, the rebellion has begun. Sure. But yeah, so thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I have different feelings on clickbait. It depends on if it's what you're talking about. I don't think it's clickbait. Sometimes you just gotta like make an enticing video, title to draw people in. If you're like, hey, let's talk about this cell phone, and then you talk about the Zcam E2, then yeah, that's clickbait. But you gotta balance it. But I would just say, don't be negative all the time. Just nobody will want to work with you. Like even other YouTubers will be like, why? No, I don't want to work with it. They're just negative all like. Like positivity is a good thing. Like it's not a bad thing to be positive. Like
It would be hard to make negative videos because that's just not how we live life.
Well, not just that, but if you make negative videos all the time, they have no impact. Like if you're gonna cry that the sky is falling every day, when the sky actually falls, nobody's gonna care. So I like to think of that. I try to be positive. Like even though I may not like, let's say I haven't had a chance to use it too much yet, but let's say I don't like the GH4. I will try to find somebody that it's for. Okay, so it does these things. I think it would work for this person. It may not work for me personally. But then when when I say things like that, when I then make a video like the GoPro Hero 7 White is garbage, I feel like that has more emphasis because look, I'm positive, positive, positive. Look, this is terrible. Do not buy this. I try to use that very rarely because yeah, it's just like. Oh, we forgot. We'll have to do that.
Are we doing this? No, people have been asking.
We'll have to. So
We'll
do it next week.
Happy birthday! Let's do it.
I don't want to rush it. We'll do it next week. I apologize for the Polaroid cube. It's right here. I got hopped up on cake and alcohol, and we'll give that away next week. When we do the next, when we do the next, we'll do another like mass. Maybe we'll start saving it for like 2 weeks in a row where people can win 2 things in a stream or something like that.
Okay.
Instead of like once a week, but we will do that. I apologize. We'll do that next week. It's right here. And we will.
I know I keep saying I keep seeing people say, "Hey, are you gonna do it?" And I'm like, "Oh, we need to do it."
I know. I'm
We need to
sorry.
do it.
I'm sorry.
Jim, you are too much. You sent a gift and now you're...
Help at home, $10. Happy second B-Day again. Keep it up coming. I appreciate your positive attitude, Gary.
Jim.
Well, thanks so much, Jim.
So,
we
have
really
seriously the
appreciate
best
it.
viewers. Thank you. You guys are so kind.
And that's really it, right? So I've got like,
No.
hey buddy, got to keep it down, okay? I've got YouTube buddies that are like, man, how do you stream every week? Like we try to stream, and some of our our audience is just terrible to us, so we try not to do it. So I really appreciate that you guys are as awesome as you guys and gals are, because the stream is something that I just really enjoy doing. Like we stopped doing it for a couple of weeks because there's this, I think it's a myth that like streaming hurts YouTube channels. I don't think the streaming hurts the channel. I think if you leave the video up afterwards, buddy, you got to keep it down, okay? I think the video afterwards can hurt your retention if you leave it up. So you'd see my graphics where it's like up, Saturday, up, Saturday. So that's why I've been uploading these to TED Live. But the live stream is the most important part.
And I love Mega Man 2.
And he loves Mega Man 2. Studio Geek 32, $2. How am I streaming this? Well, the cameras... Buddy, if you keep yelling out, I'm going to make you go downstairs.
So there's the Lumix GH5.
Whoa!
And then there's the monitor thing that's hooked
You missed
up.
a part.
Well, like to the doohickey that has the HDMI thing. And then there's a cable from the monitor, HDMI to the computer. And that's how we're streaming it. And
Almost. Almost. You did good.
What's the doohickey thing
You
in the
did good.
middle?
You
What
did
is
good.
it?
So we've got the Lumix GH5. She's right about that. The audio you're hearing is coming from the Panasonic XLR adapter that plugs right into the top
But
of
it
the
says
GH5.
Lumix above of it.
That's what I just said. It's the Lumix
Oh, I thought
XLR
you said
adapter.
Panasonic.
Yeah, Panasonic Lumix.
Oh, Panasonic makes Lumix?
Yeah.
Thought it was its own brand.
No. That is all fed from the camera to our Atomos Ninja 5, which
and that's a monitor.
That's the monitor, but it's also a recorder. It's like an all-in-one like HD TV.
But it can't work without the camera.
Without the camera. And then that is on an HDMI cable all the way to the computer to an Elgato Cam Link, which is plugged into the computer, which is decoding everything and then recoding it.
And this is why I could never do a live stream without you, because I don't know what the heck is going on.
You just use your cell phone. Jeff Baker, $50. Can't believe it's been 2 years. Thank you for bringing us all together. Here's to many more to come. And little man is just fine. Love the kids. Jeff, thank you so much. Like, Jeff is one of our Teddy Award winners from last year. Jeff is an awesome dude. Thank you so much, Jeff. What's up, buddy? Buddy, it's bedtime. Okay, so
hold on. So
we normally do about an hour. We'll do about 10 more minutes. So if you have any last questions or anything like that, again, cannot believe we've been doing this for 2 years. I cannot believe we've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't seem that long.
It really doesn't.
I mean, I don't do the video. I don't do 3 videos a week in a live stream, so it feels fine to me.
I do YouTube every single day. Like, every day I'm doing YouTube something, whether it's editing, shooting video. I don't get to watch as many YouTube videos as I would like because I'm always making content, which is
I
one
try
of the
to
frustrating
scope
parts.
them out. If you guys are in here, I try to check your channel, see what's going on, see what you're about. Try to check them out.
Dan Soderholm, that's weird that you would say that because yes, it's not a swag sale, but if you guys are curious in some camera gear, I'll be selling some camera gear this week on Twitter. So if you're interested in maybe buying some camera gear that I've been using, check me out on Twitter because some of this stuff back here that's just like piled up is I'm gonna start moving some of it. What's up?
Kenneth says, "How's the toe?"
What toe?
Kenneth knows everything.
My toe's what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Kenneth's on the giddy up on this.
What?
He knows about your toe.
What toe?
The one you broke.
I didn't break anything.
Yeah, I did.
You can never tell a lie in front of a child. They'll rat you out quick.
Excuse me. Well, also if you saw the video today, so I normally do my transitions are like a
Oh yeah, I'm back.
and then it's like me jumping down in the next shot to show like me moving somewhere. Well, I did that today and I forgot my toe was broken.
Ooh.
And I jumped and I was like, oh, that hurts. What a terrible idea.
Guys, that was not a fun evening.
One night, we'll just get this out of the way, I guess.
You're the everyday human being right now. Like, you're not infallible.
Yeah,
Go on and tell
I'm not
them.
infallible.
Humble pie. Have some humble pie.
I was up here working on a video. Was it Friday? No.
No. It was like Wednesday night. Because it was Thursday morning.
Yep. So Wednesday night, I think I was doing like I was just saying for my workflow. And then the night was over. I was getting ready to walk downstairs. And as I was walking downstairs, I fell down our stairs.
Oh, how did you do it?
Not gracefully.
You guys, his toe hooked the front of his pajama pants. And we have slick stairs.
Why would you make this this house, man?
Okay.
We don't own this house. I cannot even.
The way he tumbled down the stairs, I was downstairs. I thought he was dead. It was like boom, 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 boom. I was like, his neck's broken. He's broken, and like you know how there's fight or flight. Most people like your adrenaline's pumping. You either like run towards something or you run away from it. I just kind of go fetal, and like I'm just gonna lay down. I'm scared, and but I actually went running towards him, which is not in my nature, and saw him laying there slumped at the bottom of the stairs. It was terrifying.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you were
didn't
asleep,
hear it
buddy.
because you were asleep.
I mean,
awful.
incredibly lucky. I was able to catch myself as I was falling.
Indian rush.
I didn't fall all the way. I fell about halfway down the stairs, and yeah, very fortunate to only have broken my.
I love minions.
He also loves minions.
Yeah, minion rush.
Okay.
I got the
Okay,
minions.
okay.
Minion levels.
Okay,
So
buddy.
then, yeah, we had a trip to the ER and the X-rated and broken.
Yeah. It really stunk. Alex, my real name is not Ted. It's Gary. Ted is The Everyday Dad. That's what Ted. 2 D's. T-E-D-D.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very, very fortunate that, yeah, I was lucky, thank goodness, that nothing worse happened. But it's
So,
stunk.
yeah, lucky. David
Definitely
Ma,
stunk.
did he have too much cake? Yeah, he's eaten a significant portion.
I had 2 slices of cake.
Shh. Don't worry, Daddy's not going to eat it all.
He might spill it because he's been drinking.
Don't drop the cake. Oh,
If you
God.
drop the cake, I'll be so sad.
Bill Utah says, lawyer up.
I know, right? But so why would you?
Wedge. You hurt your wrist, now your toe.
I know.
All of your appendages.
I just got done being made fun of at work for being the guy that fell off a skateboard and hurt his wrist. Like, I just got done being made fun of for that. And then it was like, oh, hey. They're like, why are you limping? What's with that boot? I've been wearing this boot thing around. They're like, what's that? I was like, I broke my toe. I broke my toe.
Oh, God.
I tried kicking somebody in the face.
Oh,
That's what I've been telling people.
Jeff Baker.
What did you get?
Jeff Baker.
Jeff Baker, $5 for the everyday kid can get more minions, get him minions, and give him cake. All right.
You're his new favorite,
All right.
Uncle Jeff. Gee.
Hold on.
All right, baby boy.
Anthony,
What?
everyday kid. I've been drinking. Here you go, buddy.
Wait, I'm not.
Can you come out? Can you come stand close to the microphone and just say thanks, Uncle Jeff?
Do you want a piece of cake?
Yeah, but
Well,
now
then
you
stand up. But if you want a piece of cake, here's the
You
time
and
for a
your
piece of cake.
minions get cake. We're gonna kill you when we
Everybody
can't
gets-
sleep here
everybody gets-
soon.
Thank you, Jeff.
Say Uncle Jeff.
Say
thank
thanks,
you.
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
He gets a piece.
No.
No, 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 no.
Oh!
Will you pick that up for me?
Are you okay?
Welcome to the live
You
stream.
need to tone it down. Kenneth says you need to stick to Jerry Zero.
I know, but I got now. This is
Sit
in my
down.
fridge. I gotta drink it.
Sit down, honey.
What a stream, man.
Golly.
You don't get this. You don't get this in the rest of the internet.
Oh my word. Yeah. Yep. Late night hanging out with married people, getting some cake. You never know how much fun you're gonna have here.
I love doing this live stream, by the way, like legitimately.
Oh man.
Chase
Well-
Rep, what do I think about a GoPro Hero 7 Black versus mirrorless camera video? I think I've done that, haven't I? Have I made that video before?
Oh my god.
If I haven't, maybe I'll do
don't
that.
know. Royal,
Maybe
we
like
hope you feel better.
maybe like the GoPro versus the Canon M50 because they're kind of like people use them both as vlogging cameras. Maybe something like that I would do.
Give me that bottle. It's too close to the edge.
I thought I've done one of those. I like to. So one of the things I like to do, even though I catch flack for it, is I like to compare things like.
No
Finished
more cake.
it,
You're
no
good.
more cake.
You're good?
I know. I can have some tomorrow.
Okay, not for breakfast since you just had a piece.
Maybe for lunch.
Buzzkill.
Maybe for lunch. So sometimes I'll compare like cell phones to high-end cameras because I get really irritated. So there's like, Bill Utah $4.99 for the kids' millions and cake. Thank you, Bill. I
Oh
appreciate
man, you guys so spoiling him.
that.
Dennis Rickman, please tell me you had more than 2 beers.
Nope.
No.
I'm a lightweight. I don't drink ever. The most I've ever drank in the last like 5 years has been these last 2 live streams.
Yes.
What's wrong?
We're not like super big drinkers. Like this is vitamin water.
You almost said vodka.
Vitamin water with no sugar. Cause
You should see her when she drinks coffee.
Oh, I drank coffee one time on the live stream. It was wild.
The first time she drank coffee on a live stream, I went to the Spin Up, and I got to meet a really awesome fan. And was like,
Doc Murdoch.
"Was your wife on drugs?"
No,
Maybe.
caffeine.
Maybe.
Caffeine only, baby. No, none of that shenanigan going on here. No, definitely not. But how funny.
Alex Padilla, why don't you just give away the products you cheap reviews instead of breaking them? Well, the point of the video is to show you if it's a cheap piece of junk, and see if it's maybe something you could then I would recommend buying. I then give them away if they survive, just to be like, hey, here you go, it survived, you guys can have it, because I don't need my house full of this stuff.
Kenneth.
But
You see what Kenneth wrote?
Kenneth took $5 more minions and cake. You guys.
And look what Jeff Baker wrote.
You guys are antagonists. Jeff Baker, $5. Get the ever get kid cake for breakfast. I would if I could.
I want cake for breakfast right now.
Well, it's not breakfast.
Oh, man.
This look. He's a ham. He's a ham and a half.
Man.
And you guys are bringing
Don't
out
trick
more.
them.
You guys are bringing out more of a ham.
He's loving it. He's loving
He's
it.
loving it. He's loving
Thank you. This is a hoot.
Alex Padilla, just a waste of money to give it to I Am Wedge.
Hey, Daddy, the pot of running water is so high. Guess what? When you go in the water, there's things that block you. When you touch them, you're dead.
Okay, buddy.
So I can't touch them.
Okay, buddy. Hey, we're gonna do 10 more minutes and then it's bedtime. Okay.
It's hilarious. You guys with them.
That's why we do this. I Am Wedge, $5 every day kid cake for breakfast.
Ah! Yes, I think this is your first live stream that you did not insist that we light them on fire. So, thank you.
Well, if we decide to do it, I'll have to take a
Cheese and
picture of it
candy.
and then I'll tweet it out tomorrow.
What?
I said if.
Oh, the cake.
Yeah. What did you think I was gonna
The
do?
fire in the chair.
We can do that too.
No.
Pound it, bro.
No, I will not pound nothing.
Pound it, bro.
I will pound 0. Left hanging.
I am gonna be honest. I'm a little tipsy.
tipsy.
I'm a little
I'm
tipsy.
tipsy.
I'm tired, you
I'm
monster.
tipsy.
Whoa, Chris, $5 rubber padding fun for Gary. Thank you so much, Whoa, Chris. You understand? Whoa, Chris, definitely, he gets it. He gets it.
Oh my gosh. These people, you guys, if you live close, we would all be friends.
We need to do. We haven't done a meetup in a while. Maybe would you guys be interested in like a mid-Atlantic meetup sometime?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, sometime first quarter 2019, like let's say around the March time frame. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, and maybe we'll put something together because we did one in Georgia, and
Be the best attendees.
it was the Maxwell showed up,
We love them.
and it was awesome, and we had a really great time. But
Let's do it again.
maybe we'll do one in
Maybe
the
they'll come again.
in the mid-Atlantic region. If you guys are interested in that, let me know and we'll do that. We'll do that. Get to the
Yeah, let's do it.
getter. If ever would it be Ernesto Pacheco? My main camera is the Canon SL2. The only thing I use 70 camera is iPhone 8 Plus. I've trouble moving iPhone files to my Dell XPS. I've researched no luck. Definitely need the M50. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I keep, because I have the iPhone, I keep the Mac, because AirDrop is so darn useful. It's just so easy to, like, I do the slow motion for the reviewing the cheapest drop tests are done on the iPhone and the GoPro. And it's just so easy to be like, AirDrop, boop, 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 boop. So easy. So easy.
What would be a good GoPro Hero session alternative? The Ye-Lite?
Well, no, because the session's such a unique thing. Like, it's hard to... Maybe the Polaroid Cube from today, but I think the session probably has a little bit better image quality. It's hard to... It's, like, hard to...
Banana.
Like, that's a hard one to... Because the session is... If you said, like, what's a good, like, GoPro Hero 3 Plus alternative, yeah, then there's cameras for that. But the sessions is such a unique beast. I would say you're probably stuck with a session because it's probably good. Alex Video, what is the top follower? I think that's my username up there.
Where do you see top follower?
Well, it's in the upper right-hand corner of the stream. That's actually, so, something I need to work on is this live stream. So, the graphics are from the Twitch channel. Because I want the stuff in the lower left-hand corner. But the overlay does all of this stuff, and I can't turn it off. And it's from our Twitch channel, because I like how it's, like, translucent. Or transparent. I like that.
What is?
But that's this stuff, like
What's
this stuff.
transparent?
This stuff.
Oh.
But they don't have a
You
similar
mean it's
thing.
like superimposed?
No.
Transparent means that you can see through it.
Yeah, the background's transparent. The letters are not. But anyway, they don't have that same like layer for the YouTube live streams. So I've been using this one that way. And it's a good one. Jay wanders out. I carried a session 5 with me on my entire hike through the PCT. I would love to do the PCT. Man.
Oh, is that the Pacific Crest?
The Pacific Crest Trail. Man, I would love to. So I used to be really big into hiking. I've got like a tarp tent I've got all the gear. I used to be like big into mountaineering. I couldn't get the 6 months off of work, but I would love to someday do the PCT. Like that's kind of like the AT and the PCT are kind of like dreams of mine to be able to do someday. But that's awesome. Like that's that is a tough darn thing to do. So congratulations for being able to get through that.
The entire through hike.
John Dirk, have I seen the Kickstarter Ozbot Tail, a camera that tracks you? I haven't seen that at all. Blah, blah, blah. Jeff Baker, finally got my iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Love this thing. Dude, the new iPads, this is the iPad Pro 11. And I love this darn thing. Doc Murdoch, hey, what's up, man? We were just talking about you not too long ago. In a good way.
He's had a couple beers.
A couple. And that the sounds you're hearing off
camera.
And
we have an in-studio audience in case you hear some
from the
hollering.
Oh
man.
But yeah, the iPad's one of my favorite things ever. So another reason we got the GH5 is the GH5, like the Lumix app, is fantastic. So this is kind of like, it's my live streaming / scripting / now it's my camera like mainframe.
Don't pick it up again.
Why?
I don't want it to fall.
We'll see how rugged it is in a drop test live stream.
Does it have a cover on it? A case? Anything?
The keyboard it's definitely not drop resistant. Definitely not drop resistant. But,
are you all done with that beer?
Well, it's empty.
Give it
so
to
I'm
me.
clearly done with it.
Give it to me.
We could go get another one, but we're almost done with the live stream. I would get another one, but we're almost done with the live stream.
We already dropped one.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really...
Doc Murdoch says you got to go somewhere for the Mid-Atlantic where people can fly drones too.
That's true.
Where would it be?
I don't know.
Cool.
We'll think about it.
Well, like Virginia Beach, can you do it there? Like on the coast? That would be cool.
Beaches are tough because a lot of like beaches now, like a lot of like public places are saying no to drones.
Yeah, but it's not like beach season.
Oh no.
We'll see. I mean, we'll think of something.
I don't know. I think that would be cool. Like water shots are awesome.
We'll definitely think of something. But yeah, so hey everybody, we'll probably call it right there. I know we've gone a little over, but it's been awesome. You know, I've had cake. The Everyday Kids had cake. It's just been a great show overall. Thank you. Nope. Go back. It's just been great. So seriously, thanks everybody for watching for 2 years. Again, it's been amazing. I cannot believe it's been 2 years on YouTube. Like, it has been 2 years. That's incredible. Thank you to everybody that watches. Thanks to everybody that now paid me to feed my kid cake for breakfast. I'm not sure that we'll do it. We'll see.
He's going to be, can I come upstairs from now on?
Yeah, he's going to be like, oh, no, I got to come upstairs now from now on.
Like we have cake every Saturday now, or what?
But yeah, so hey, seriously, to everybody that watches, 2 years, it's been incredible. We look forward to another awesome year. The goal for this year, I'm going to say it right now, is 200,000 subscribers.
No way.
Yes way.
No.
Yes way, bro. Yes way, bro.
He said no way.
I didn't think we'd hit 50,000 subscribers last year.
I hate that number.
I didn't think we'd hit 50,000 subscribers last year, so let's do something crazy and say 200,000 for 2019. Super excited. It's going to be great.
With Bill Utah, let it be.
With that, I got to make sure, buddy, you got to be quiet, okay?
Hey, shh.
I gotta keep the official score counter, Bill Utah, busy. I can't have him slacking off. He's on the clock.
A clock is staying up all day.
Oh.
He was already supposed to be in bed. He's way past his bedtime.
No, it isn't.
So yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna call it there. Wow, I am definitely. Do you have any like final words?
Any final words? As always, thank you so much for making me laugh in the chat. It's always so fun to be here in the live stream and see everybody. That's my favorite part of the channel. Like, the videos, you keep doing you, honey.
You don't even watch them.
I sometimes do. But usually when I'm forced to on my TV while I'm trying to drink coffee in the morning and someone says, look at my video.
That might happen.
And then I'm like, oh, my good gravy. But thank you so much for watching, and I know how much it means to you to share with the world. If you can figure it out, they can figure it out, you know, and I know that gives you a good purpose. So Thank you guys.
2 years. High five.
Don't miss. You're gonna miss.
I'm not gonna miss.
You're gonna hurt me.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We will catch you next Saturday for the very next Pillars of Action.
You always say that.
I do always say that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic night. 2 years. I can't believe it.